What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Bad Wolf, the Mad Wolf. All right, thank you for joining me in my new office location. All right, so for those who don't know, peep game. There's all the books and goodies and what's nots. Um, yes, you seen correctly. That is a foot massager on the floor. Check it out, cause my feet be hurting after sitting here for hours and then walking around for hours doing consultations. But I love it and love the people, so got to keep my tootsies okay. So this particular video is going to be labeled "How to Authenticate the Birth Certificate in Hawaii." Hawaii, and I want to take a Aruba, Bahamas, to Hawaii. Sorry. All right. Why would I make this video? Okay, so people who don't know this, there's two key states: high state of California, high state of New York. So those are corporate entities, okay? And they choose to not authenticate. Now, both those places do provide authentication, but on the local level. But I've been hearing that it's like pulling teeth on trying to get them to do it, okay? So any of the people in those particular states, and I think there's a couple others that don't also do it, you have to send it to the Department of State, and in which case they will do it because they have to provide remedy for people in states that can't get it done elsewhere. All right, so you Google, how do I authenticate my birth certificate on the federal level if you live in one of those states or a state that does not want to comply or work with you or provide that service for you. So Hawaii is a little bit different. Let's take a look. Now, for those people who've been duped by, California, or other places like that, and they're like, oh, the apostille is the same thing, or the apostle is the same thing as authentication. Really? Because it says apostles and authentications of certified copies or documents. Why would they say the same thing? Why would you say, oh, well, the black, and then we also do black of that coloring? Come on now, look up the definitions. Geez, stop. You guys are breaking your oaths of office. You're lying either directly or unintentionally, which apparently lying unintentionally is legal because you didn't have all the information provided. All right, two can play this game. Ha-ha! So, remember everything here, guys: education, entertainment purpose from your favorite non-belligerent, non-combatant, treated the United States, private, natural person. All right. For those people playing a home game, don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe, and check out all the merchandise down below. If you want to get any merchandise, apparel, whatever else. Otherwise, check out Black Site 32. And we just crossed 1,050 people on the Bad Wolf Media channel, which is my secondary channel. Don't tell anybody, okay? Shh. But that's where I'll be talking about all kind of crazy stuff that's happened to me and in the real world. I kind of let my hair down, okay? So let's get it. All right, so right here it says, for the nations who have not joined the convention, meaning the Hague Convention, the authentication process requires two separate forms of accompanying a certificate, okay? In Hawaii, one of these forms is called a certification, and the other one is prepared by the Lieutenant Governor's office. The second form is called the authentication and is prepared by the state circuit court. So they have a longer process. So if you're from Hawaii and you're trying to do the process and get your stuff right, you poor souls, all right? So this information was given me to by a very private but world famous, very wealthy life coach individual. You know who you are. So we kind of kept it under wraps for a while, but we're now good, mostly because he wanted to get his done. Yeah, I'm talking smack. Before everybody else finds out about the full length of the process and how to do it. So we're going to do it now, bringing it to you guys. All right. So this is sponsored by healthhawaii.gov, Vital Records, and Apostille, or Apostle. Okay? They don't like to use the word authentication if they don't have to. So that's, what it is. All right, so let's click on it. Okay. Taking us in. All right. So here we are on Hawaii's website. Now remember that Hawaii is kind of a weird, different little thing because they're still kind of like their own nation, but they have an operation of the state of Hawaii, which is a corporation working with them in conjunction. So whereas other states have their republic side, I guess Hawaii still kind of has their republic side, but it's more of a called like a tribal indigenous side that owns the land like the republic. So let's take a look. All right, apostilles and authentications of certified copies. How to apply for an apostille and an authentication. So basically what they're doing here is they're basically kind of making you check into all their jurisdictions and then you get your document. All right, so it says do not accept cash, personal or business checks. All payments must be in a money order or cashier's check. Now don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that kind of goes against some laws out there where you don't accept all forms of currency, but we'll leave that alone for now. Okay? So, the determination on whether an apostille or certification is issued depends on which country the documents are bound for. There you go. If that country recognizes the Hague Treaty, then an apostille is issued. If the country does not recognize the Hague Treaty, then a certification is issued. Please follow the steps to determine that. So notice how there for certification, it's intertwined with authentication. Every state's a little bit different in how they word things. All right. Okay, so follow the steps. Forms. Do not use the online process for apostilles and authentication requests. Mail a paper request order from the new birth, marriage, or death certificate for the apostille or authentication. We do not accept provided certified copies. We do not accept the provided certified copy of vital records. So if you already have one, they're not going to authenticate it for you. You have to get a new one from them. So if you're in Hawaii, if you're having problems, this is why. They want, so I could have mine right now. Got it from Hawaii, Vital Records. And they're like, yeah, let me see that. That's cool. Order a new one, sucker. So, you have to get a new one. How do you do this? Download and complete the applicable birth, marriage, or death certificate request forms indicating apostille and the country for the reason. So instead of apostille, you'd put authenticate or certification, and how you do it here. Check the country, check if the country is listed here. So Hague Convention countries. So here, see how they kind of try to slide you into getting the apostille? Oh, I have to put apostille in there? No. You put authenticate or authentication. And for here even certify. Okay? But it says here, then go and check the Hague country list. Hague Convention country list, which will probably take you, let me hover over it. Yep. Department of State Travel, okay? Because why? I told you in other videos, they have the master list of everybody who's currently on the Hague list. So if your country is not Egypt or Taiwan, then you're going to want to look and make sure that that country that you want to use, that you're sending your documents to, is not on that list. There you go. If yes, and your country is on that list and you require an apostille, and there's a $1 charge for that, download the form, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to waste your time on reading if it's on the country, because if you're doing things my way, it should be on the non-Hague. So we're going to go down there. But remember, if you do have your own birth certificate that you created and you want them to recognize it in their jurisdiction, you can get it apostilled. All right. So if no, now I had a slight snafu with one of the viewers out there telling me I was using the wrong code or the wrong whatever, and they finally went and looked it up and seen that I was accurate, because they weren't going to Cornell Law EDU and looking at the hyperlinks to see that there's 3 different definitions of the word the United States. Sorry, kind of miffed me a little. So anyway, here, if no, the country is not part of the Hague, requires both an apostille. So see, they're still bringing you into the apostille jurisdiction And here we go, finally, blatantly using authentication fees. So they're bringing you into the federal juris, and then they're bringing you right back out because they want to get money either way out of you. Go Hawaii. So download and complete the Office of the Lieutenant Governor's Apostille or Certification of Documents form. Click here for the form, okay? So you got to go to their website. 2, enclose a separate money order or cashier's check for $1 payable to the Office of Governor. 3, enclose a separate money order or cashier's check for $3 for the Chief Clerk and First Circuit Court. That's not bad. $4? Yeah. All right. Enclose a separate money order for the cashier's check for the fees applicable for the birth, marriage, or death records request payable to the Hawaii Department of Health. So three checks here. You'll have to contact them to find out how much the fee is for that particular file or form. You will need enclose eligibility to access the vital records. You will need, so if you go on their Hawaii Department of Health, you'll need a government-issued ID, a driver's license, state ID, or a passport, okay, to access their vital statistics to that website link. Then you pay the fee on there, okay. Then that is going to be sent. You got to send all these fees in, okay. Return envelope, enclose a prepaid return self-addressed envelope, which is an SASE, self-addressed stamped envelope, meaning you put your own address in the to and their address to the from. Take that with your other files, checks and fees and money orders and whatever else, and put that into a bigger envelope, and then you put their to address, and then the from address is yours. Okay, you're doing all that. Then you're going to mail all the documents to them once completed. Mail all the checks, forms in Hawaii to the Hawaii Department of Health, Vital Records, P.O. Box, Hawaii, Honolulu, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Processing, time, and additional information. The Department of Health there will coordinate with the Lieutenant Governor's Office, Spaceballs, whatever happens there, happens here. And the State Circuit Court, so they got a tri-way here. That's wild as, I told you, the different jurisdictions. Tri-way. To have the official forms prepared and attached to the certificate being issued. Please plan accordingly, as apostille requests can take up to 6 weeks for processing. For those foreign countries who are not part of, okay, we already covered that part earlier. So that's it. A lot of, well, I shouldn't say that's it, but that is it for this. That is a lot of rigmarole for those people in Hawaii. So for those people playing the home game, please do note to the time. Note that as far as I see, I didn't see anything about special pay a little bit more. And I know Hawaii is watching. Ha, Hawaii. You probably should include something for faster processing. Just an idea. Make a little couple extra bucks. Even though you guys aren't supposed to really be charging us anyway for most of those things because they're all public benefits and services, and we've already prepaid through the Authenticate Trust. Yeah, anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. So that's it, guys. Badwolf's over and out. I want to thank you guys for your time. Don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe, and check out more videos. So if your state has some kind of weird, complicated process, say like Pennsylvania, who won't give you your master certificate of live birth until you're 108 years old, then feel free to let me know, and I'll make a video on it, and we'll go from there. Otherwise, Badwolf's over now for now, because I got to do some more hunting. So, see you in the forest. Catch you later.